Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I was hoping you'd talk about the moment when you realized that the ones you collided with were, in fact, the ones you were trying to save. Do you think the outcome might have been better if you'd just followed the rules?
Well, it might, but there's no way to know that.
There we go. Okay. This is oxygen. We got pierced. Pierced Brosnan. Did he? Or is he? That's weird. Beneath that easygoing exterior, JB was a well-oiled machine, firing on all cylinders, serious business. All four of us carried top-notch credentials as expert ADS operators, but JB was next level. He really came alive when poured in, out on a hike, strolling side by side with JJ, swapping tall tales. I guess at least he died the same way he lived, in his element, doing what he loved. Okay, maybe he's not impaled. That way, I guess. I wanna just... Oh, there's nothing in there. Real quick scan. Don't see nothing.
So you're lost and looking for some way out of all of this. And really your only option now is the other habitat, Compass 2. And what's most unsettling to me is you're in this dive suit. You call it a walking coffin. I can't even imagine what that takes.
It takes everything. But when you're losing your strength and your senses, well, like I said, it helps you focus on what little's left.
Oh, this is sketchy. Oh. Screw that little rock in the middle. Like, where do I go? I sort of feel like I'm going the right way. Ooh. I'll cut you. Whoa. thank God. Whoa! Oh, it's just a big old fish. Oh, thought I heard another footsteps. Oh, look at this little guy. Oh, why is he dead? What have you done? Is that my coffin? Oh God. Don't do this. Oh! Freaking clock. What?
Even setting that aside, so much about your ordeal is almost beyond most people's comprehension. Were you ready for this? Or were you lucky?
No, no luck.
You mentioned possibilities. Does a part of you wonder where you'd be if you'd never gone down there in the first place?
Not really. I mean, that kind of thinking won't get you anywhere.
An enemy. I got an enemies. Got a lot of anemones. What's this? Did I just hear a scream? No, thank you. We called her robot, just not to her face. Out on hikes, we managed to bridge a few gaps, mostly small talk about our standard social network between the sea. A few personal matters too. It felt like taking the bait, but of course I had to ask about the keychain, a gift from her fiance. With grace and gravity, she fastened it to her suit for luck. If there's any left in it, I could use it right now, just for a bit. She can have it back when I get home. Look, what is that noise? Frick this, man. Oh! I got
of some of the things I did. But I'm not leaving anything out. I can't.
God knows how Dr. Van der Rohe managed to get herself in an ADS, let alone make it that far on foot. Even for those of us who get poured in daily, it's not exactly a one-man job. What's going on? Holy crap, he's so attacking me. Like, I'm gonna cut you. Boom. Another one? I'm trying to read this. Van der Rohe or something, right? Where is she? It's not exactly a one-man job. I found her about a mile from the crash site, a tiny lighthouse in the storm, beacon to nowhere. But to come this far and not see it through, something inside must have broken down. Can't see why else she'd be sitting out here all alone. Another ghost in a machine. Oh, I guess I'm on the right trail then. There you go.
The last day of 3rd grade, we drive down to the dock. She points at her watch, tells me, close your eyes. She puts her hand on my chest, says, 10 seconds. And then I'm falling.
No.
I'm gonna drown. I mean, I'm sure of it. She's shouting, not to interfere. 10 seconds later, her hand's on mine, pulling me up. The next day we go again, only now it's 15. I'm up all night watching the clock, trying to count 20 on the dot. I knew so long as I, hold out, 40 seconds, 45, she'd come. And one day she didn't. My first thoughts, maybe I messed up the count. My second thoughts, I'm on my own. I open my eyes and the sun's behind her. But I know that shape, it's familiar. Arms crossed, staring down at me.
What's going on all up on, what the heck is all this?
Anyway, by the time I climb onto the dock, she's already home.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a video here. I'm gonna have to edit some stuff, so I think it should be a good enough video. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for